Hey everybody, Ryan Finnegan here, owner of Finnegan Security Solutions. Got interrupted, so we're going to try this again. But I just got done working out. I figured I was going to take a walk around, cool off. I would invite you to walk, and we could have a little walk and talk together. So what I want to talk to you today about is the Blauer Tactical Systems 3-fight rule. The 3-fight rule is something that we cover in every personal defense readiness class or PDR that we teach, only because it's extremely important for you to understand that the fight for your safety and security doesn't end at just fighting the bad guy. So out of the 3-fight principle, there's 3 rules. Rule number 1 is it is you versus you. So you have got to give yourself personal and professional permission to defend yourself, right? That is the step 1. It's the first step that you got to do. Until you give yourself personal and professional permission to defend yourself, you are behind a power curve, right? You are fighting the inside of your head. Can I? Should I? Am I allowed to? What can I do? Before you can even start to defend yourself against the physical, emotional or psychological threat that is coming at you. The second rule is you versus the bad guy. And again, we say bad guy because statistically speaking, men do the most heinous and dangerous crimes against you. So the threat, after I give myself permission, is I've got to be able to defend myself against the immediate threat of a bad guy that is looking to do harm. And again, we talk a lot about physical violence, but too, it could be emotional violence. It could be emotional abuse over physical abuse. I've got to give myself permission to get out of this situation that the bad guy is causing, whether it's in front of me, whether it's online, whether it's at the workplace, in my relationship, wherever the case may be. That is the second fight. And then the third fight is you versus the system. So don't think because you defend yourself and the cops arrive, right? Or if you're in school and it's a bully situation or it's a true self-defense situation, that there's not a system that you're going to have to defend yourself against. And it's not a bad thing, right? The cops are going to come out and the cops are going to do what the cops do. And they're going to find both sides of the story. And if you're in the right, you're in the right. Although there may be charges that are filed, right? Because cops aren't necessarily in the game of figuring out who's guilty or not. That's the prosecuting attorney. That's the state or the county. So you may have to go to court, right? You may have to testify. If you're in school and you go to defend yourself, right, you're going to have to explain yourself and defend your position to the school administration. That is the system. So if you understand the 3 fights that are involved, right, you're in a better position when it occurs, right? But I would tell you right now, right here, right now, you've got to fight rule number 1, and that is to give yourself personal and professional permission to defend yourself. I want you to do that now. I want you to do that before you go to bed, right? You cannot wait until something happens to go, shit, okay, I got punched in the face 3 times, dude grabbed me, shit hurts. Okay, now I give myself permission to defend myself, because you're 3 punches in the face and you're getting choked the fuck out. Don't wait. Do it now so that when it occurs, you're ready to fight the threat immediately. I remind myself frequently when I go to a store and I come out of a store, and especially if I'm pushing a cart or I have bags in my hand, the first thing that I'll tell myself is, hey dude, look, you have full personal and professional permission that if you are attacked, to defend yourselves at all costs, to get home safely, period. And I do that, and I do that frequently, so that if it is, or if it does occur, I'm ready to immediately figure out what I need to do to successfully defend myself against a threat, right? I'm not doubting myself. I'm not questioning myself, because I've already given myself permission to take care of business. So that is the thought for today. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, shit, when are we going to get into like hitting things and like I want to hit things and knee things and headbutt things and, you know, rip eyeballs out and freaking good eye gouges. Like, when can we learn that stuff? We learn that stuff when I train with you in the end. That is the last thing that we learn in the last part of the class. Why? Because it is important for you to understand your body, how it operates, how you control your emotions and control your fear before you even think about trying to defend yourself against somebody else. If you can't control yourself, you'll never control the fight against somebody else. So we'll get to it. We'll get to some of the nonviolent postures and the choice speech and a lot of that. But what I want you to do is go back through these videos, and I want you to learn and start applying the concepts of before the fight, the concepts of how to make yourself better before you even worry about the physical piece. It's kind of like going to the gym. Like, well, I want to be really big and bench press 350. Well, bitch, press the bar first, because if we put 350 on, it's going to bounce off your chest, you're going to crack your sternum, you're going to end up in the hospital. So I don't believe in just teaching that to you. I believe in making you more prepared, both mentally and psychologically and emotionally. The physical piece will come later. So that's all I got for now. If you've learned anything throughout these videos, I encourage you to leave a comment. If you like them, share them, educate a friend, go teach a friend the concept that I just covered with you, right? Encourage a friend to give themselves permission to fight themselves, the you versus you, right? I encourage you to spread that, because maybe you never have to use it, but maybe your best friend does. Maybe your kid does. Maybe your coworker does. So if you don't know how to teach it, show them this video. All right, that's all I got for you tonight, or right now. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Be prepared, and more importantly, be empowered. We'll talk to you later.